This test is another test of the PPS, this time with a slight wiring change, as was suggested by Fred Potter from Astronics Vertical Power. In this case, I have connected all of the ground wires at a single point, very near the starter. Perhaps I'll go one step further in testing, if this doesn't prove to be successful, to connect all these wires at right at the starter itself. But I'm going to give this a try first because this is most convenient. So this number 12 wire is the wire that goes to the VPX, correction, the PPS's ground terminal, the primary power system's ground terminal. This number 2 wire is surplus in this case because it just goes to the external power receptacle. And the number 2 wire here is the one that I just rerouted temporarily directly from the battery. So now all the grounds are connected associated with the starter, connected to one point. These other 2 grounds are associated with the PPS wiring. They go to the circular mill connector on the PPS. Okay, so the temporary master switch is in the on position. The start fuse solenoid is powered so that the lubricating oil that I put in to protect it during this testing will not be drawn into the engine. The manual battery switch is now in the on position. And you can see here how everything is wired. Currently, the voltmeter is connected to the starter output terminal of the PPS. And these wires are powering the TE contactor, which is switching power directly from the output of the manual battery switch to the starter. Nothing has changed from previous testing on the powering of the circuit that sends 12 volts to the PPS to tell it to commence a start sequence. Okay, I'm going to set the camera up here so that the voltage on the PPS's starter output terminal can be monitored during this test. And everything is on and ready to go. The test begins in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's one successful test. I'm going to check all my wires. Make sure they're not getting too hot. Starter pigtail is a little warm, but not too bad. And the starter motor itself is not bad. The number 2 wire is all good. Connections are all good in terms of temperature. Cool to the touch. I'll do another test. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, it failed again. So the power's on. You can see that there's no power at the PPS starter output terminal. Switch is off. Testing again in 3, 2, 1. So that's 2 successful tests out of 3. Starter's getting a little warm now. I'll do one more. And then I'll have to let it cool down for a bit. Okay, test begins in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's 3 successful tests out of 4, but 1 clearly failed. So whatever the problem is, it has not completely gone away. So I'm going to stop the tape, and I'm going to just double check the voltage indicated on the voltmeter, and I'll send this off to Fred for a look.